Hello and all, welcome to the Galaxy Man Show interview show. So for my very last guest of this week is this incredible singer and songwriter known by the name of Jarrad Wrigley, such an incredible country artist. So yeah, I'm about to add Jarrad into the live now and have a chat with Jarrad about his new song release called Further to the Land. So yeah, let's add Jarrad in and have a chat with Jarrad.
All right, how's it going?
Yes, really good. Thanks, Jarrad. I just want to say, first up, to people that don't know Jarrad, everyone definitely go give him one amazing support. Uh, could you announce who you are? And yeah, we'll dive right into the questions.
Of course I can. My name is
Awesome.
Jarrad Wrigley. I am an Australian country music artist. Grew up in Ipswich. That's about it. I play guitar and I
Yes.
sing songs.
Awesome. So we'll dive right into the questions now, Jarrad. So for my
Sure.
very first question, new song release, Further to the Land. To people that haven't listened to it, great song, done by Jarrad. What was it like getting to create this song, and like, what's the whole meaning behind "Further to the Land"?
Yeah, sure. So I'll speak about the meaning first. Further to the land is it's basically it's my story. And it goes into where I come from and where my family comes from. Um, and it's basically just about why I am the way that I am, and what made me me. And creating it was really cool. It was in the last floods. I was flooded out of my property, so I was staying at my nana's house, and I had my guitar with me. I saw a photo on her fridge of my great grandfather holding me as a little child, and so well, I saw that photo, and the whole song came to me. So I wrote it out, and then I took it to Alan Caswell, and we polished it off together, and well, it's now it is what it is. So
That's awesome. So on to the very next question. So Tamworth Music Festival, you performed there this year.
yeah,
What was that whole experience like? You also got to meet another sensational artist known by the name of Tyler, and you guys, perfect duo. Whoever hasn't heard of Tyler and Jarrad, uh, incredible duo together. What was it like getting to perform there and get to meet Tyler?
yeah. Well, it was great. It was the best week of my life. I went there to play three shows, um, and the very first show that I played is where I met Tyler. Um, and then just by chance, I think we decided to get together to just jam and play some songs. So I think we saw each other perform or something, and we knew similar songs. So we're like, oh, we'll get together and jam. Um, and then three shows turned into four, turned into five, and by the end of the week, both Tyler and I had played about 20 shows each, um, which was just incredible. And we've been working together since then, and it's just been awesome. The people love it, we love it. It's been great.
So on to the very next question. So like with being a music artist, like what made you decide as a person and like especially as an artist, like to get into the whole singing in the first place?
Oh, I don't know really. I've always done it. I was singing before I could talk, and I kind of just decided at a very young age, like three or so, that it's what I wanted to do. Um, and so I've just worked really hard so that I could keep doing that. Um, and it's just been great. It's been absolutely awesome. It's a lot of work, but it's all starting to pay off, which has been incredible.
So on to the very next question. So on to that, like what does performing music like mean to you, like especially as an artist?
Oh, it means everything. It means everything. I get to not only do I get to do what I love, but I get to help other people who may be going through tough times. Um, I remember when you've heard my first song, "Rain on the Roof."
Yes.
I remember when I wrote that song, I performed that live for the first time um, in a Brisbane venue, I think Lefties. And there was a lady who came up to me after, who I won't say her name, but she came up to me after, and she was just saying how it really touched her, and it meant so much to her because she was going through something very similar at the time. And she came to me, with like tears of joy in her eyes that like other people other people are there for her, and you know, seeing that reaction really meant a lot to me.
So, very next question. So, with performing songs, like, what has been your like most favorite cover song to perform of all time, and why?
Oh, favorite cover song, man. I don't know. I don't know. There's so many because it's always changing at the moment. Um, I don't really know. I think cover songs is just being able to arrange them. I just said I've done a really cool arrangement of "Can't Help Falling in Love" with Tyler, and that's really fun to play. And with my band, we've done a pretty cool arrangement of "Boot Scoot and Boogie," which is pretty fun as well.
So, on to our next question. So, on to that, like, if you could work with like any top three music artists in the music industry, like, who would you want to work with and why?
Hmm. Alive,
Yeah,
alive. Okay. I'd probably say Chris Stapleton. To write with, he'd be really, really cool. Um, it's funny. A lot of my heroes are dead. Chris Stapleton, Brad Paisley would be really awesome. He's probably my favorite guitarist who's alive. Um, who would number three be? I go Chris Stapleton, Brad Paisley, and a fella called the White Buffalo would be really cool. He's an American artist, but he's one of the first artists I was listening to when I decided that country music is what I needed to write.
awesome. I love that. So, on to our very next question. So, like, if you could take your music anywhere, any country in the world, like, where would you want to take your music to and why?
Um, yeah, it'd be really easy for me to just say Nashville. That's country capital. That would be awesome. But honestly, I think if I could get to the point in the next couple of years where I can tour around Australia, play my music through like rural towns and towns that need that type of entertainment, then that would be really cool. That would be really cool to do.
So, that's our very next question. So, like, what advice would you give someone wanting to get into like the music industry? And yeah, what advice would you give up and coming artists?
Um, well, it just depends on what genre you're in, really. Um, no- Depending on what type of music you play, will affect it a lot. I've got buddies who play rock or punk and indie and all that type of stuff in the city, and um, that's a massively different scene to what I experience. But if it's someone that's just wanting to get into the music industry, then just have faith. Have faith in yourself, your own ability. Just keep your head down. Keep your head down. And just, yeah, put in the hard yards and it will pay off.
So, on to our very next question. So, on to that, like, what would now Jarrad say looking back over your time? What would you say to your younger self looking back?
Oh man, what would I not say? Um, I don't know. I think it's pretty much the same thing. Just appreciate the beginning, really, um, and let it be exciting. Like, don't downplay how exciting everything is.
So, on to our very next question. So, what are like the positive and negatives into creating your own music in the industry, and how do you get through those like negative moments as an artist?
Um, I don't know. I don't know if there'd really be many negatives because I mean, at the end of the day, everything brings you to where you are, and where I'm at the moment, I'm really happy with. Um, so the positives is seeing the response to your work. Further to the land as an example of that, I held a launch show for that song, and I had between 70 and 80 people in the crowd that night who were there solely just to see me. Um, and having that type of response is just incredible. So even though yes, there may be dull moments at parts, it all takes you to where you're going. So really, it's all positive. We've got it back now. We lost it for a couple of years there, but we've got the industry back, and it's just great to see.
So on to our very last question. So like, what's next for you, like music-wise? Any upcoming projects or anything that you would like to announce?
No, no, I
Okay.
won't be announcing anything yet. I'm working on a couple of things. More music is one. I will say that I'm writing a bunch of songs. That's about all I will say. Um, but yeah, no, everyone will just need to keep an eye on the page, and when I'm ready to make my announcements, then you'll be the first to see it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jarrad, for taking the time to join my show. It has been such an incredible pleasure having you on as a guest. Everyone, definitely go stream Further to the Land out everywhere on every streaming platform. Definitely go support Jarrad. He's truly inspiring. Any last final words that you'd like to share to people on the show?
Not really, no. I just thank you very much for having me on. It's been great. I can't wait to see you at the next show.
Yes.
But yeah, man, just take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon.